Hi guys, welcome back. Um, this evening I want to discuss something, sharing my views on a particular topic, and I know I'm going to get mixed reviews, and I am willing, I'm looking forward, not willing, I'm looking forward to what everybody will have to say on the topic. Now, this is my views, Nicole's views. This is how I look at it. This is how you know, this is how I feel about the situation. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack, and I'm prepared for it. I am prepared for it. But if you have to leave your comments, please keep it clean. We're having a discussion and we could go back and forth and we could answer each other, but just keep it clean, right? Now, Akan and I were just discussing it actually, and again, it's going to be mixed review. And the topic is dealing with the East Indian lady who burnt her daughter's hand on a hot tower for stealing something in school. Now, her method of correcting a child may not have been the correct method in today's society when we deal with child abuse and that kind of thing and the rights of a child, right? But I do remember my grandparents telling me, and even my mom saying, long time when you do something wrong, your parents used to put two big stone in your hand and let you kneel down on a grater in the corner. Now, yes, today we will look at it as child abuse, but that was their way of keeping children in check, right? And people do things based on socialization. What you learn is going to pass down. Unless we make a, a significant conscious decision to turn away from that and make a change, that is how we're going to grow our child differently. But if we don't make that conscious effort, we're going to continue down that line, right? Now, I'm not saying that this woman got her hands burnt from her mother, right? But this is what long-time people did, and she probably witnessed that with other people. Or that's what, so she did her daughter that. Now, I'm not saying the method in which she used was correct, but the thing about it, I'm not saying that she's poor, but she's a single mother. And what I'm looking at is she's a single mother trying to raise her three children to the best of her ability, right? And you're done catching your royal because things are hard. I am honest. The prices are going up every day, and she's struggling to make ends meet. And then you have to be calling school because your daughter steals something. Now the thing about it is, we have a saying in Trinidad or probably the Caribbean: we might be hungry, but we're not starving. In other words, I'm hungry, no, but I'm not going and thief to satisfy my want, right? So the mother, I am looking at from the mother's perspective, that are trying with my three children, are trying with all their animal stealing. You know, I don't want to use the word poor, but let us use, what word should I use? I don't know what word to use right now, but we on the borderline. And then you want to have the stigma of being a thief, not in my house, right? So, I mean, none of us were there. Probably the tower was hot and she was just holding the child hand over the tower. And the child probably was fighting and the child hand probably rests on the tower and got burnt. We don't know. I was not there, right? A lot of people are saying she should have gotten more time and what she did was wrong and blah, 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 blah. Okay, all well and good. As I said, her method may not have been right. She should have probably made up, go the American way and do a placard and let her walk around with a sign saying I am a thief, I am a thief, and probably humiliate her, and that will change her life around. I mean, all of us as parents want the best for our children. We don't want them to have a negative stigma. We don't want them to be a negative statistic. So we're trying in our own way to get the message across for them to walk the straight and narrow, right? As I said, her method may not have been correct. But you know what? Everybody is saying she should have gotten more time. But you know what I'm looking at? This mother is in jail, right? The one who hand got burnt on the tower is now residing with her father. The other two is with the grandmother, her mother. Now, I'm looking at it from stories from my job, right? And Many times nobody's thinking outside the box of, you know, abuse, right? We hear it a lot of times with incest and abuse. These two girls or three girls probably staying with their grandmother. They could have, male relatives there, and you never know. You never know. Even a neighbor might be watching them and interfere with them. Nobody know. But there's a saying in Trinidad. I don't know if it's throughout the Caribbean, but when mother dead, all fall down. Meaning that a mother is responsible for keeping the family together. No matter what, when mother around, everything's jealous. But when mother not there, things get airy fairy. It gets flaky and then it just disintegrates. Right? I could testify to that. When my grandmother died, I mean my family didn't, but there was a lot of changes. When my grandmother died, everybody had to get keys. Cooking had to be changed. You had to cook the night before, early in the morning while Granny was home. She used to cook lunch, and when you come home, you get food. You don't have to have no key because Granny home, so you need no key. And I'm looking also at the eldest daughter, sat common entrance. She passed for a good school, and her mom wasn't there to embrace her. Nobody is looking at her psychological. Nobody is looking at that. Everybody is just seeing that the mother burned one of the children hand. Nobody is looking at the rest. How it's going to affect the rest of the children. My mother not hugging my mother not here. It has things that a mother do for their children or child that other members don't do.